Welcome. So we're back to our Healthy Golf Swing series. I'm Andrus, the golf fitness specialist here at Great Moves Physical Therapy. Today we want to talk about what is a proper warm-up. Okay, so most of us will go out, hit a bucket of balls before we go play golf. Not necessarily the greatest type of warm-up. You'll notice that when you're out there, it takes probably 20 swings before your body is properly warmed up. That's with just your body core temperature and the muscles feeling a little bit more loose. What I recommend is a more specific warm-up that will actively contract muscle tissues and drive blood to those tissues. So this is getting fluid into our joints and our knees, our elbows, our neck, areas that need to be mobile in our golf swing. So something that we can do instead of hitting 20 to 30 golf balls before we go out and play golf. So the biggest catalyst to this is doing something for about 5 to 10 minutes at a working capacity of about 7 to 8 on a scale of 10. So the exercises I recommend, we call them dynamic. They're dynamic movements because they involve a full range of motion, and you get more than one muscle group going at a time. And I'm going to demonstrate those for you today in our gym here at Great Moves. I'm going to show you 8 exercises that I use. Not only do I recommend this for golfers, but anybody that is involved in any type of sport that needs some type of warm-up before they participate in the sport. So know that it's not just conclusive to golf. We can do this for basketball, hockey, tennis, any type of sport. When we go through this, I want you to remember I have this acronym I use. It's called SAMS. We're going to strengthen, we're going to be aware, we're going to mobilize and stabilize in these movements. So stick around and let's show you 8 dynamic warm-up movements. Hi, welcome back. So we're going to go through the 8 dynamic movements that we're going to do for a warm-up for golf. First one, forward lunge with rotation. Watch closely. I'm going to start off with my hands pressed together and my shoulders back. Take a big lunging step, bend. I'm going to rotate towards my lunge leg. Feel that good stretch in the spine, across the extensors of the spine. Lift, go to the opposite leg, balance, rotate, and back up. Forward lunge with rotation. Now, if you're a golfer, a good modification for this is grab your golf club. You're going to go above your head, take that lunge again. This helps keep an upright posture if you have a hard time balancing. So this one, a little bit easier if you have a hard time with your balance. That's a forward lunge with an overhead press. Next exercise, we're going to go backwards. So now we're going to do a reverse lunge with a twist. You're going to extend and reach back towards your opposite leg. Single leg push off the front leg. Reverse lunge with a twist. So you'll notice we have a forward lunge working in a forward plane. We have a reverse lunge working in a reverse plane. So lunging, really, really key to get that whole body warm up. Next one is a lateral lunge. Facing either direction, we're going to take a step out, keeping our lead leg straight ahead. My toes are pointed straight ahead. I'm going to lunge it out, stretching this leg, bring my hips back, stretch the opposite leg, and then gently push off and stand tall. Again, step, stretch here in the adductor group, back on the opposite hip, and up. So we worked forward, backward, lateral. 3 planes of motion already. Next one, drop step lunge. Step out with your lead leg, reach behind, mini lunge, stretching our IT band TFL, push off that front leg, and repeat. Drop step lunge. So we have hit In those 4 movements, we have hit the quads, the hamstrings, the glutes, gastroc, soleus, hip rotators, all the muscles that we're going to need in any sport. Specifically for golf, really key to get these lower extremity muscles warmed up before we go play. So that's our first 4. We're going to go into the next one. These ones are progressively a little bit harder. You're not going to need all 8 of these before you go play, but 2 or 3, absolutely. Next one, call it inchworms. So you're going to start with your knees bent. Take your hands down to the floor. Walk your hands out into a strong push-up position. Keeping our legs straight. Gonna walk up, raising my hips, stretching my hamstrings and my low back. Bringing my arms back out. Strong push-up position. And again, repeat. Inchworms. Stretching the low back. Working out our front shoulder and our chest. So we've hit just about every muscle so far. Inchworms. Now we're going to go into a stretch I like to call the world's greatest stretch because it is what it says it is. World's greatest stretch. You'll see the direct impact this will have for a golfer or any rotational sport. So tennis, baseball, great exercise for those sports. You're going to imitate that lunge. Bring our hands flat to the ground. Inside that lead leg, keep our eyes forward. Back leg stays straight. And then we're going to reach to the sky, rotating, squeezing my back muscles. Back down, standing tall. So with that one, full body stretch. We're getting hip flexor, glute, quad. We're getting back rotators. We're getting shoulder. We're getting arm. We're getting everything stretched out and progressively getting harder as we go on. As you notice, my heart rate's up a little bit. I'm speaking a little bit more breaky. So world's greatest there. Next one, we call it walking hurdles. So this one's going to work on opening up our hips before we go swing some clubs. Big step, outside and in, reach, rotate, pause. So we have balance components. We're working our hip rotators. Getting those hips warmed up is key because if they aren't, you will limit your rotation in your golf swing and the low back will try to help you rotate. So that's a big no-no, okay? So we have world's greatest, inchworms, walking hurdles. The last one we're gonna do today is called an inverted hamstring. This one really key for our pelvic tilt movement in our golf game. You're gonna take a step forward, arms out. I like to create this thumbs up idea so I kind of know where my body's shifting. I'm going to tilt and kick back my back leg, keeping my chest up as tall as I can and my eyes up. I like the thumbs up because if my thumbs are pointed towards the sky, I'm doing it right. Step, tilt, balance, squeeze that back glute, and up. So that's just an example. We have 8 exercises there. 8 exercises that are full body. My heart rate's up. I feel warm. I feel ready to go. I feel like I can go hit my driver right away. Where before, I'd have to start with that small pitching wedge, sandwich, work up, hit a couple shots before I was ready to go. So this is actually a time saver for you because you're putting less impact on your body with the warm-up than you are going out there cold and hitting a couple balls on the range. The other thing that's nice about this is with warmed up tissues, we have a less risk of getting hurt. Our body is more prepared to go out there and utilize our golf club and make this high impact swing. So, have to have some type of warm up before you go play. I tell my patients this all the time. We got to get out of this idea of hitting 20 shots before we actually play as a warm up. So taking your time, maybe even 4, maybe 5 of these exercises and utilizing them before you go play. That's all you need. 5 to 10 minutes of dynamic stretching, full body, full range of motion, getting those muscles warm, getting blood to those tissues, warming up those knees, those shoulders, those areas that are achy before. Now we warm them up, get ready to play, and go play the best round of your life.